everybody, welcome back to homerecordingmadeeasy.com, and here on my YouTube channel, and this time out we're taking a look and listen to another brand new plugin by our good friends over at Kit Plugins. This is the Blackbird Studio A Chamber plugin. This is a very cool plugin, man. We've done lots of Kit plugin reviews here on this channel. You can check the archive of a playlist specifically or just for Kit plugins. Go check them out. Everything they make is great. So when they sent me this thing, I was psyched to check this out. There's a lot of chamber emulation plugins on the market, and a lot of the, Universal Audio makes some stuff. IK Multimedia makes some stuff, but this is really cool. And what's different about this, pardon me, is that this is an emulation using the newer AI technology to take the Blackbird Studios Studio A Chamber that has been on hundreds and hundreds of hit records and emulate it perfectly, which is fantastic. And this thing just sounds like nothing else out there because it is specific to the Blackbird Chamber. So we're going to listen to it on a drum bus and listen to it maybe on some keys or something just to check it out. You could go to their website. Link will be in the description box below. You could pick it up depending on when you're watching this video. Video could still be on sale as of the release of this plugin. It's on sale for $75 US, and I would take advantage of that. Full disclosure, Kit sent me this plugin for free so I could do this review for you, but they don't pay me for the video, blah, blah, blah. You know the whole thing. So I do get all their plugins for free, but I don't take any money for doing the video. I like their stuff. I have not used this yet other than just made sure that it worked. So we're going to do this for the first time together so I can kind of give you my initial reaction to it, but it looks super cool. So let's walk through the plugin. But before we get started, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you go to homerecordingmadeeasy.com because I have a free mixing course for you. It's right on the homepage, top right-hand corner of the homepage at Home Recording Made Easy. Click on that free training button. It's my gift to you just for visiting Home Recording Made Easy. If you stick around to the end of the video, I'm going to give you something else for free. So here we are in Studio One with the Blackbird Studio A Chamber. Let's walk through this. Really cool, really simple to use. On the left-hand side, looks like we have a little graph here talking about which kind of coincides to this little graphic room here on the right-hand side where we have this slider where we can adjust the level of the microphone from floor to ceiling. See that over here on the right-hand side, this little graphic here, you see the microphone coming down on this little extension, and we can raise it up, which is really cool. And you can see that here. So you can grab the fader and you can do it, or you can grab the little arrows in the display and do it however you want to do it. Can you grab the microphone and do it? Oh, or you could grab the microphone and do it. You have 3 different ways to do it. How about that? Okay. We also have 3 different microphone choices, a C24, an R88, and a 414. And a 414 is a pair, as you can see here. Let me bring it down. We have a ribbon mic there, it looks like, and then the C24. The position, we have the ceiling, if we're hanging it from the ceiling, or from the floor. Look at that. So we can do it we have it from the floor too. I don't think you can move it around. So you can either have it on the floor sticking up into the room or have it from the ceiling hanging down into the room. And it's all going to sound slightly different. That's the left side here. In the center, we have 3 different sources. A direct source, which means the microphone here. We have a hi-fi system, which means you're getting it from the mix or whatever source you're throwing through this through what looks to be like a set of barefoot speakers. And that's what the microphone's picking up, the sound coming from the speaker or from a PA speaker. Again, going to give you slightly different sounds. We'll demonstrate that. We have a pre-delay here that we can use as well, which is kind of cool. We also have a mix slider that we can use. If we're using it on an insert, we can maybe tuck it down a little less. If we're using it as a send, probably go 100% wet and then use the fader on your send level. Down here on the bottom, we have an input here. Red fader cap. We have a saturation where we could saturate the room a little bit, which is kind of cool. We have low pass and high pass filters that could be either pre or post, which are kind of nice. We have an equalizer here in the center, so we could turn that on and off here, just like we could turn the saturation on and off here. Low, low, mid, high, high, mid. Here's all our frequency points. We have shelves on the low and high, bells in the middle. Pretty straightforward. We have a compressor where we can compress the signal, which is cool, and then an output fader. Pretty simple. I believe there's also some presets here. Right now, my version of this, because I don't have the final release of this yet, doesn't have the presets in there, but you can store and make your own presets. I think this may be still the beta version, but when the real version comes out, you'll have the presets there. We can do A and B, so we can switch back and forth and compare. We can save our own presets. We also have here where we can make the small, medium, or large setting for people that don't have good eyes anymore like me, which is cool. We have the manual, about, reset warnings, support, all of that stuff. There you go. And that's it. I think I've covered it all. Let's listen to it. So right now what I have, before we get started, let's take a quick listen here. This is a song by female country artist Lori Kole. We've featured her on this channel many times. This is the song Bare Feet and Butterflies. Go check out Lori's links in the description box below. We love Lori here. We've seen her on the channel many, many times. She's a great female country artist, great songs, great performer. Go check her out, send her some love. Thank you, Lori, for allowing me to use this session as part of this demonstration. This is just imported. It's not mixed. I threw up the faders, did a quick little balance, a little bit of panning. I think I threw a little bit of reverb on good old Lori's voice, and all we're going to listen to is our BB chamber here. We're going to start out on the drums, but let's just give a quick listen to the first maybe intro and first verse and chorus so you can hear Lori Kole, Bare Feet, Butterflies. Here we go.
Summertime and there's tiger lilies waking up on the side of the road. I've been chasing my tail way too long, and it's time that I go home. I gotta water my roots and fill my boots with memories and good old friends. Going home is like a kind of therapy, the only place where I'm gonna find me is down at the end of a dirt road. I never left 'cause I never really let go. Still the carefree, innocent girl whose little farm was her whole wide world. I don't wear hand-me-downs and I don't chew crab grass. A lot of things have gone in my past. Truth is, deep down inside, I'm still all about bare feet and butterflies.
Okay, there's our good friend Lori Kole. Thank you again, Lori, so much for allowing us to use this session. Make sure you go show her some love and go check out her links. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to solo up all these drums here that are going to a drum bus. And that drum bus, I'm sending it to an effects channel here called Drum Chamber, which is where we have our BB. Okay, I just have it on the default. I opened up the plugin, didn't do anything. Let's just turn up the fader a little bit. Oh, you can also resize the plugin by doing this. Oh, how nice. Let's go ahead and let's just turn up the fader a little bit on these drums and let's just see what it sounds like. Everything is going. Kick, snare, toms, overheads, everything. Here we go. Wow, that does sound pretty cool. I love it already. Okay, let's mess around with this. We're going to exaggerate it so we can hear what the settings on the plugin are doing. Let's just start with keeping it on the ceiling position. We're going to do 100% height. We're going to stay on the C24, and I'm just going to move the slider up and down to see how it changes as we go. We'll stay on the direct source. We're going to keep all the saturation, equalizer, and the compression off for now. Let's just listen to what happens as we change the height. So obviously, the higher the microphone, the more decay we're going to get, and more of the room or the chamber that we're going to get, right? I kind of like it in the middle here. Let's switch between the microphones. We'll go from the C24 to the R88 to the 414. Let's see how that changes. So the 414 sounds a little brighter, the R88 sounds a little bit more warm, and the C24 somewhere in the center. To my ears, it slightly changes the EQ, and of course that it would. Let's stay on the 414 for a moment. We'll play with the mix here, and we'll go from the floor to the ceiling, or ceiling to the floor. Kind of really like the floor. I like these 414s on the floor. Now keep in mind, again, these drums have no EQ, no compression, they're nothing. They're just the raw tracks. Maybe in a future video, leave comments below and let me know. When I do a full mix on this song, and we will at one point, if you want to then see a demonstration on a full mix, let me know. If we get 10 comments below telling me you want to see that demonstration, and I'll be glad to do it for you. But I just want you to hear what the plugin is doing. So I wonder, does this affect when it's on the floor? Okay, so that affects it too. So it almost seems like that when it's in the floor setting, even though the stand doesn't move up or down, this must be the microphones are a little closer to the floor or a little bit at the top of the stand. At least that's what it sounds like to me. I just love the decay of that. It sounds very natural. I just love that. Okay, let's go from direct to hi-fi. Let's see what hi-fi sounds like. Direct. Yeah, so you get a little bit of it, again, a little bit different tonality. Let's go to the PA. Way brighter. So you can hear the three changes there. Direct is going to be the most warm sounding to me. The hi-fi is a little bit more in the middle, gives you a little bit more of the top end of the sound of the room, of the chamber, and then the PA is going to give you the brightest. And that makes sense. That makes sense to me. So you have three different flavors, which is cool. So again, you have between the three sources and the combination of that with the microphones, floor and ceiling, and the height level, just in this section here, you got, I don't know how many combinations, but a lot of combinations of flavor, right? Before we've even touched anything in the bottom section of the plugin, which is really cool. And again, I'm using way more than you typically would so you can hear it. We'll blend it in here in the mix, right? Maybe right now we'll do that. Let's try to blend it into this unmixed mix just to see what it sounds like.
Kick off my shoes and chase something other than my next dollar.
I like it. Let me just turn down the effect a little.
A lot of things are gone in my past. Truth is deep down inside. I'm still all about bare feet and butterflies.
That's about where I would leave it. Now, again, I'm putting all the drums through it. Again, you can mix and match and experiment with that. So that's pretty cool. Let's come down to, let me exaggerate it a little more again. A lot more boomy. Because you're closer to the floor. Makes sense. Okay. Let's turn on some saturation. Let's see what that does. That could be kind of cool for like a parallel thing. I don't know. There we go. So you got high pass and low pass filters. That's not going to help us. But if you want to get rid of some of the boom, you do that, right? So if you wanted to roll it off like around 100 or so to get rid of some of get the kick drum out of there, you could do that. Whatever you want to do, man. Let's get to the compressor here. Let's see what this does. So a little goes a long way on this. If you get too crazy with the compressor, get some EQ happening in here. So again, a little is going to go a long way here. Again, I know I'm exaggerating it. So, I mean, you could really shape this thing, 15 ways to Sunday if you wanted to. But depending on what you're doing, I mean, for me, if you're just, does it go back? Will it go back to the user? Yeah, we don't have any of the presets in here yet, and that's fine. We go back right to the default B. I think the default just sounds great. And that's what we kind of did as we were messing around. Sounds really good. I like it. A lot of combinations here, which is great, but it sounds good. It doesn't sound fake or, you know what I mean? It's a really good emulation. And again, there's other ones out there like the Universal Audio Sound City that came out recently. That's a fantastic one too, but it sounds different than this, which is great. You get a couple of these things in your arsenal, and now you can pretty much put all your instrumentation or part of your instrumentation in these famous rooms. Like Sound City's more of the room, and you have the famous chambers here. This is great. Let's listen to, the other thing that I did, then we'll end this video, is I did piano. I just wanted to hear what piano would sound like here. Let's loop a cool section of piano if we can here. And the chorus, I'll turn it up more so you can hear it better. Now let's send it to our chamber. I got a keys chamber here. Again, we'll post fader it. 0 dB. Okay, let's open up our chamber. Again, we're on the default setting here. Let's just see what it sounds like. I'll start turning it up. I really like these 414s. I want the low end. Sounds really good. So let's put the whole mix here. I think it sounds great. I think you got a lot of combinations here, a ton of combinations that you can use. Really cool plugin, man. I encourage you to check it out. And if you get it on sale for 75 bucks, it's worth it all day long. Again, sometimes I like to use chambers kinds of plugins or room emulation kinds of plugins more before I would reach for just a standard reverb. They sound different, certainly, but I like being able to bring the natural sound of good emulations of these big, nice studios. I mean, these chambers, like in Blackbird's case, that are specifically built for those studios, and they just sound amazing. To me, when done in small doses, we've exaggerated it here. In small doses, it really, I prefer it a lot of times over just a straight up reverb. You know, especially on instruments. I think it sounds great. So that's a quick look at the Blackbird Studio A. If you want to see more of an in-depth demonstration on a full mix where we really get down and dirty into it and use it in a more full mix fashion, again, give me a bunch of comments below. If we get like 10 or 20 comments that say we want that, we'll go ahead and we'll do that in a future video. So I want to thank you so much for taking a look at the Blackbird Studio A chamber by Kit Plugins. Thank you so much. Check all the links in the description box below, especially Lori Kole. Again, thank you so much, Lori Kole, for letting us use this session. Now, as I said at the beginning, I want you to go to homerecordingmadeeasy.com and get that free mixing course on the homepage. You can't miss it. It's my gift to you. It's worth $100, no strings attached. It'll be delivered directly to your inbox. Once you take that course, if you want to take one of my other courses, and I have everything from beginners, intermediate, advanced on EQ, compression, mixing at all different levels, beginner, intermediate, advanced, mastering, recording, and so on and so forth, including hybrid mixing where we use analog, all in the box mixing with only plugins. We have everything. I got an entire online school. You want to take any one of those courses, I want to give you 25% discount coupon code. The discount coupon is YouTube25. Put that in at checkout. It'll take 25% off any training course on the website. So until the next video, I've been Dave with homerecordingmadeeasy.com. Thank you so much for watching me, everybody. I'll see you in the next video.